Welcome back to the Soapberry Shop World Gymnastics Challenge from Copps Coliseum in Hamilton. There is the current leader as we head to the second rotation for women, Anna Maria Bican of Romania. In second place is Lilia Podkopaeva of Ukraine. The uneven bars, traditionally a very intricate apparatus, Elfie.
And Lilia is extremely talented on this event. Remember, I mentioned that she is very good on all four apparatus, but wait till you see her skill level on this event. Nice to see an old move come back. In the 90s, that was a popular move, the Stalders, back in my day. Now, of course, today in women's gymnastics on the uneven bars, you're going to see a variety of release skills. There's Lilia's first one, a ginger. Moving very well. You can see her legs are always squeezed so tightly together. No form errors whatsoever in this routine. A very dynamic dismount, full twisting double back, and again, a very easy, a very simple routine for this young lady.
Lilia Podkopaeva of Ukraine won a gold, silver, and 2 bronze medals at the European Championships. Another great performance. Super
combination. You can see just how wide the uneven bars are. The full twisting giant into that release skill. As she moves down to the low bar, it is a requirement. They must touch the low bar twice. And here's that dismount. Here she's setting up with the giant swings. Full twist well above the high bar. And then another salto just nails that landing.
She had a 9.85 on the vault, trying to move up on Anna Maria Bican, the current leader as we are in the second rotation. A 9.8 for Podkopaeva on the uneven bars, another consistently strong score. Up next, Gina Gaujean, the defending champion here at the Soapberry Shop World Gymnastics Challenge, and she had trouble relatively with her vault. She is the world champion on the vault and now must come from behind. She's in third position currently.
When we say trouble, it was just a slight step on the landing, but again, very uncharacteristic for gymnasts like Gina Gaujean, especially of her caliber. Now, she has some top skills on this event as well. Changed her routine around just a little bit since the World Championships, always trying to upgrade the difficulty.
Speaking of those World Championships, she was 4th all around in Brisbane, but is the reigning European champion, beat 2 Russians to claim that title not too long ago.
Scott having absolutely no problems with this routine. This is a result of numbers. When you watch these guys in practice, they do numbers, routines after routines, and you know, by the time they get to the competition, it's no big deal. There's a great shot of her release skill, just a little bit flat, not a whole lot of height on that Tkachev, but look at this dismount. Perfectly laid out, double layout. That's a top-notch skill in this level of competition. It's known as an E skill, the most difficult that you can do on women's uneven bars.
There's the result for Gina Gaujean, a 9.9, and she's helping to prepare the uneven bars for her teammate who is next, Anna Maria Bican, and that's great camaraderie in the sport of gymnastics. The 14-year-old currently has the lead after 1 rotation, but Gaujean with a 9.9 on the uneven bars clears the way for Bican here.
You'll see a similar style from Anna Maria on this event. Again, the release skills working from both the high bar to the low bar. Perfect form and execution, as is so characteristic of this team. There's her first release skill to Tkachev. Working in transition back down to the low bar. A little bit of a weak transition right there. You can see the knees bending slightly. That's the only criticism I have so far. Front giant, working her way into a second release skill. This is a long routine. Just the dismount. Double layout as well. Again, nails the dismount like her teammate Gina.
Well, a very long routine, perhaps the longest in this rotation from the youngest competitor here, 14-year-old Anna Maria Bican.
You can see the work of the hands right here. She moves from her giant swings, her full twist, very intricate hand placements, and you can appreciate just how important it is to prepare those bars, as you saw Gina do just prior to her routine. And there's the same dismount as Gina, the double layout, very difficult to do.
Romanians took 8 of 11 gold medals at the European Championships in Stockholm. Look at this, a 9.75 for Anna Maria Bican, so she remained strong after 2 rotations. Now our first look at Canada's Jamie Hill from Gymnastics Mississauga, and many people tout her as the next rising star of Canadian women's gymnastics.
Jamie certainly has all the talent in the world to be there, Scott. I think where she's at this point in her career is she needs the numbers of international competition. She needs to get a little bit more confidence, as we saw at the Commonwealth Games. Just needs to believe in herself just a little bit more.
Member of that silver medal winning team at the Commonwealth Games in Victoria. Big international competition for her, the World Championships, where she was 33rd all around.
So far, so good. Big dismount here, double front. You can see her fighting as she cranks that last half twist in the dismount. Very relieved to have this one done and over with. She had some great skills. You see just how wide those uneven bars are. There's Alex Bard stepping in behind just for security reasons. Tkachev, which is one of the release skills that she had in her routine. She actually did that same skill twice.
Speak of Alex Bard, he is, of course, the coach of Stella Ume. 9.675 for Jamie Hill, hails from Brampton, Ontario, and posts a nice score on the uneven bars. Now, Lisa Symes of the Winstonettes, originally from Regina, Saskatchewan. And Lisa Symes did so well at the Commonwealth Games and surprised a lot of people.
Very impressive at the Commonwealth Games, certainly did her job for the team. She did, however, have trouble in the team competition on the uneven bars, and it came right at the very end on her dismount. Nice form on that Tkachev, her first release skill.
Won 2 individual bronze medals in Victoria, as well as the team silver.
Certainly with each competition, she's gaining more and more confidence, and a great dismount. No problems today.
17-year-old Lisa Symes, her second year on the national team. A little advice from Coach Leonid Gurkowski.
Scott, you remember last year Lisa had a lot of problems in this competition. What a difference a year makes. She's come back very strongly, has top-notch skills in this routine, including this dismount. She did a lot of work after the Commonwealth Games when she missed that move in the team competition to perfect it for this meet.
Well, Lisa rising to the challenge of international competition, 9.45 on the uneven bars. That matches her score on the vault. And after 2 rotations, she finds herself in 4th position. But Eastern Europeans lead the way. Gina Gojan, Podkopaeva, and Bican will return to the Soapberry Shop World Challenge in a moment. We are back at Copps Coliseum in Hamilton, Ontario, and the 1994 Soapberry Shop World Gymnastics Challenge. Scott Russell along with Elfie Schlegel. And after 2 rotations, the men continue their competition now. Evgeny Shabayev of Russia leads the way with a combined score of 19.2. Jaba Fakuts of Hungary, 18.7. Alan Nole and Richard Ikeda, the Canadians, are tied in 3rd place at 18.5. The next event is one of the most difficult in all of gymnastics. It is the rings, and with the strength to do it, most certainly, Alfie, is Evgeny Shabayev of Russia.
This is certainly one of the most exciting events in men's gymnastics. We have seen some incredible combinations of strength from these athletes in the past year. And starting things off very strongly, Shabayev, of course, we expect great things from him on this apparatus. Now, this routine will be made up of combinations of strength elements, as we're seeing in the first half of this routine, along with swinging elements. And here again, showing great display, making it look so easy.
Of course, the ringmaster, the reigning world champion on this event, Yuri Keki of Italy. He's the champion at the World Challenge from last year, not able to make it this year because of an Achilles tendon operation. But replacing him well, Evgeny Shabayev of Russia.
I think he's taking things a little bit easy at this point. Not one of his most difficult ring routines, but he's already put in 2 very strong efforts on the floor exercise, the pommel horse. A very clean routine, as you can see by that dismount.
The score for the first
has already scored so well. The current leader by far and away, Evgeny Shabayev, scores a 9-1 on the rings. That's his lowest score to date. And if there ever was some time for Alan Nole of Canada to make up some ground, this is it. And the rings can be one of Alan's strengths.
Oh, most certainly. And he's changed things around. He's tried to upgrade his exercise. So certainly he is really psyched for this event. He's just put in a tremendous effort on the floor exercise. Pommel horse had a little bit of difficulty there, but as you said, the rings is really where he can put on a little bit more pressure.
Steadied by Coach Dave Arnold, and now into the routine, a chance to move up on Evgeny Shabayev. Now, the tremendous strength, trying to keep those rings as still as possible.
No, I'm just sitting back and enjoying this one. He is certainly on today. Excellent shape, having no problems at all. A fantastic, fantastic exercise for Alan. He has to be thrilled with this routine.
There's congratulations from Dave Arnold. 26-year-old Alan Nole, the Canadian champion. Here's another look.
Great strength elements throughout the routine. Just a slight pike on his dismount there, but look at the look in his eyes. He knows he's put in a very strong effort.
Tied in third position after 2 rotations. Shabayev had a 9-1, and look at this. Alan Nole is moving up, a 9-4-5 for the Canadian champion. Boris Prete is the Italian representative, 26 years old, a 2-time Olympian, is ranked second in his country. Yuri Keki, who we spoke of earlier,
has competed for many years with teammate Yuri Keki, the world champion. Boris Prete has been around for a very, very long time, but looking as good as ever. I can't believe how strong he is still, maintaining a very high level of gymnastics. Starting off very strongly again. Inverted cross into a second. Of course, you can imagine the difficulty here on this apparatus is maintaining complete stillness with the rings.
Certainly world-class, 13th all-around in Seoul, 16th all-around in Barcelona. Anytime you're in the top 20, you're a major player in this game. And he's got a nice routine in terms of duration. He's been up there a long time.
A little different look to this routine. Not as much in terms of strength, skills, and combinations. Had quite a different looking skill in the middle of his routine. There it is right there. And then his dismount, the only criticism was just a very simple double layout. Most of the top athletes will add a full twist, played it safe here, decided to put in a very clean effort.
Boris Prete of Italy, 9-3-5. So Alan Nole makes up a lot of ground on this apparatus and is moving up after 3 rotations. But there's your current leader, Evgeny Shabayev of Russia. He leads the way after 3 rotations. 28.3 is his combined score. Alan Nole has moved into second position, 27.95. Csaba Bakuz of Hungary is next, followed closely by Boris Prete of Italy. Historic Dundurn Castle in Hamilton draws visitors to these parts every year. We'll return to Hamilton in just a moment.